Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jay Dublay. What's up, Keotinko? How you doing? How you been? Yeah, I've been. Everything's kind of empty behind me right now because I'm still in like the rebuild process. I got a shoot coming up this weekend, so I haven't started building instruments yet, but things are going good. I've been making some changes, so I'm going to start working on some lighting stuff today. We're going to be doing some. I've made some kind of updates and upgrades to the lighting rig. There's a lot of new lights. A lot of new programming to be done, so that's a bit of what I'm going to be doing today. Let's see here, what do I got in here? I've got vMix. Let's actually just bring up, trying to think, make sure this is going to be the right way to go. Nope, I wanted to go the other way around, so let's go back to this. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing, so let's go that way. That's what I meant to do, and we'll go ahead and pop that out and make it large. The only thing I'm concerned about with this view is it's kind of hard to see a lot of things that I'm doing in Magic U, so maybe the way to do it is just to go for the 3-up, although that looks weird because I have my camera boosted up there, and I don't know that I need vMix, but it still maybe makes more sense. I don't know, I need to figure out a good way to do this. Actually, maybe what makes more sense is let's go back to this. That's the opposite of what I meant to do. I'm still kind of learning the new controls. I'm still kind of figuring out what I put where. It must be overlay 2. There we go. Also, all that merge scripting transition stuff I've been working on. I feel like the music might be a touch loud, so I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. Although it's hard for me to tell, so feel free to let me know. Okay. So let's do some basic stuff here. What was I going to do? First thing I wanted to do was just get camera position. So actually for that, let's, which one's camera 1? Audio 1. So we want to go to number 2. We're just going to bring this full screen here. And I want to work on some camera positions so that I can kind of reference my cameras in vMix while we do this. And actually, maybe the way to do this, now that I think about it, go to the 3-up look because we're going to be using vMix here as a reference point. So let's go look at some of these here. We'll go ahead and quick play that in. That's kind of my main shot, although it looks a little bit different because of this. So camera positions, first one, let's lock that camera position in right there. So we're going to add this one and call it main, and for the moment we'll go ahead and make this full screen. We don't need to see the other ones at the moment. Make that number 1, and I'm going to delete these real fast because I'm going to rebuild these shots. Okay, so the next thing is a wide shot on the bass player side. So let's fly this camera around a little bit and see if we can recreate that shot. So it's going to be about there, and then I've got the way this thing works because I have these walls is kind of frustrating. Let's try resetting that. It says shift is free fly. Maybe if I... What if I do it like this? What if I set it up like that and then use this to truck back as far as I can? Yeah, see, that's the problem, is I can't get quite far enough back because of the walls. Because I don't have like the wide angle look to this shot that I need. And I don't think I can store camera angle inside of these, so this will just have to be good enough since I can't get like a wide angle look on this. So we'll add this, we'll call this left wide. Actually, we'll call it left ultra wide because I know it's one of the 10mm lenses. Make that shot number 2. Shot number 3 is a guitar shot, which I'm going to change a little bit. I'm going to have it be a little bit more angled, about like this, I think. Maybe an angle about like that. Nope, not quite that hard. It's going to be more kind of angled like this. It's kind of like a mid guitar shot. It's going to be something about like that. For reference, let's go ahead and look at the vMix shot here. So that's our reference point shot. And I'm going to be up at a little bit higher pitch than I used to be. But I think this should be good. Well, it sure seems like the music seems loud in my head, but I don't think the music is that loud normally. Although I don't know what I'm sending to SpitF right now. I'm just sending, okay, I'm sending the aux to SpitF, so that should be a relatively close deal. So let's find this shot. I want to have a good angle to it, a little bit more so than I did before. I want it to be kind of, maybe not quite that angled, but maybe about like that. Because I think I'm going to shift it over a little bit so it can have a little bit more pitch and a little more cut to it, because I think that'll look a little cooler than what was there before. And if I do it right, it can work as that music's fine. Cool. What's up, Circuit Fiddle? How you doing? Like, I don't want it to... I think if I have a little bit more pitch to it like this, it'll make for a cool keyboard shot, because hopefully if I can set it up much like this, I can kind of see all of the keyboards. Let's go ahead and add that as guitar midif. I forgot to check if I'm doing this at 1080 or not. I should have checked that. Output video is 1080. Okay, it's not downscaling. So if your computer or if your internet is struggling to do this, I'm sorry about that. All right, next reference shot, vocal tight shot, an important one. So let's bring it over here. I need to figure out the free flight thing. Is it? Oh, that's how that works. That's how that orbit tool works. Okay, that's really helpful. Have this on in the car. I'm not fucking emo. Why do I always get hit with that? Okay, so if I bring this back, I think the camera shot's about somewhere. I want it to be in the third, so it's somewhere like here-ish. And I'll probably use a 4K camera for this so I can crop in and get an even tighter shot. That's starting to look fairly similar. Maybe something like that right there. And that way you can still see them as kind of stuff in the background. So I think I'll try and frame this shot. It won't look quite like this in real life because of the angle of the lens, but this is still cool. So we'll call this vocal tight. They sound like a bunch of tryhards. You know, the emo thing is an insult I've had hurled at me for many years for one reason or another. Okay, so this one is going to end up being kind of over here. And then rotate. And this is like a wide, which I should be able to kind of see everybody in this shot if I do it correctly. So I can, oh man, learning how to orbit that. That's, oh, and doing it, oh my god, that's so good. And then that lets me truck in and out smoothly. Okay, cool. I don't know how I am just now figuring that out. That's kind of sad. So shift lets me pan left and right. And that's really, really helpful. I want this shot to at least somewhat show the drummer. What about the is there anything that lets me move vertically? Like I can do that? The shift, oh, shift lets me go up and down. Hell yeah. So this camera is going to be a little bit tricky in the grand scheme of things. So I don't want it to be too high. It needs to be something about like that. I think that's about the shot. Although in real life it looks like it's got more pitch, like a little bit more angle to it. But that may be changing with the way I'm going to have to do the camera shots now. So I think this is pretty good. Although it needs to come a little bit lower. It may not be able to look like that in real life now because of the Moog, but let's try and put it like right there. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll call this left wide. This is a shot that honestly I'm almost contemplating getting rid of. We may evaluate and see if I can do something cooler, because this shot is just, I have wide shots. This one doesn't feel like it's doing anything cool for me that like this one isn't. It's just kind of an alternate take on that. Maybe like, I wonder, I might have to move some keyboards around, but what would it look like if I did this shot more like this? I would just maybe need to move keyboards around. I don't know, but that's definitely a more interesting use of that camera. I think. So here I can kind of workshop different shots. I think this is cooler. Need to orbit around a little bit and maybe do something like that. I don't want to cut his head off necessarily, but that's going to be one of those things that, like, with enough angle, it could look really good, like something like that, maybe? See all the lights in the ceiling for sure. But that's starting to look kind of cool. And then we could rotate it like that and then truck down. Something like that is a much more compelling shot. I would just need some system of moving the keyboards out of the way, which kind of sucks. I don't really want to have to move those out, especially since I'm planning on using them. But I do like this better, so I think I'm gonna try it. This is much more interesting, because otherwise it looks just like this shot, and it'd be nice to have something a little different. Actually, you know what? No, I won't be able to tuck it into the keyboards. We'll have to see what that does. That'll be when I start rigging up cameras. I'll start figuring out what's going to happen there. Okay, this shot is going to be a tough one, because I want to do something different with it as well. Like, it ends up being right about here. Oh man, learning how to orbit that camera. So I think if this one comes over here like this, that becomes a better wide shot as well. Let me bring it down. The only thing is, and this is the thing I was struggling with it before, is like losing the drummer, because I need some kind of wide shot. This music does lovely things. Yeah, all of this old NES music stuff is so good. So let's add this, and we'll call this right wide. And that's shot number 6. And I think now that is differentiated pretty well from that. So you could do something like you go from here to a vocal tight shot and pull back out to a mid shot. You could do, I mean, we're looking at mostly all of the... So I think we're starting to have some stuff that's cool, because now you could like go into a vocal, jump into this low angle, and now I'm starting to have some more variety in the shots that I don't feel like I've had before, and having it be a wide shot will kind of always work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I like it. So next shot, I need to switch my cameras back. Go to performers, and we want to do guitar, bass, drums, get everybody in here, load up all my stills. Okay, so 7 is supposed to be the bass tight shot. So let's go to the main, and then this is where, like, I could maybe move this camera this way and do this bass shot this way instead of a more straight on thing. Getting the camera to fit is going to be kind of a trick, but that is like that is maybe a slightly more compelling, like a little bit of upward angle to give it some cool look. I think that's maybe a more interesting bass, like, tight shot on that side than a straight ahead shot is. So maybe we'll try that for now. Call this guitar 2 tight. Ugh. And I'll just have to frame it differently. Can I not rename it? Tight. I'll just have to reframe it slightly different depending on who's here and what we're doing. But I think that's better. So that's shot 7. What's next? Next up is a keyboard tight shot. And we need to do some testing here. And this is going to be tricky, because what works in the visualizer may or may not work in real life. What I've been doing is a shot kind of like here, and then like the problem with this shot is you only get to see part of the keyboard without having a bunch of crap in your way. So I have some options here. I could go this way, but then I have a camera kind of in the middle of the room that the main shot is just like staring at. I don't know that I love that idea. It gives me something for when I'm playing the Rhodes and the other keyboards, though. That's not bad. But what if we swapped it? What if I go through here and let's go up and swing it around. Oh, I got lost. It's so easy to get lost. There we go. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking like, what if I came like over here? How was North Carolina? It was hectic. It wasn't bad. It was, I mean, easy money for what I was doing, I guess, but it was tiring. But all in all, pretty easy. I'm starting to think that getting this camera, and maybe even the answer to it is just kind of like what I'm looking at right here, like being able to see the roads like this. Because if I could do a shot kind of like this, especially if I could open it up and see like more of the keyboards with a wide angle lens, maybe something like this is a cooler keyboard tight shot. My only problem with this shot is that like my hands are going to be obscuring what I'm playing, so I don't know that you're going to really get a sense of what I'm playing if I'm playing keyboards. You'll get to see what the right hand does, but everything else is going to be obscured. I don't think that that's necessarily good. Yeah, it was kind of cool in North Carolina. It was downtown, kind of in the busy area. It's a pretty nice downtown, so it was fun. I'm starting to feel like I don't like this at all, so we're gonna try again. I'm wondering what it would be like if I just posted up the camera here in the middle of the room and you could see it. Like, yeah, you'll see it in the main shot, but maybe that's not the end of the world. Because like a shot, how am I gonna do this? Because it needs to be like here. That's getting encroaching on that tight. Like it needs to be like pretty close up, like that maybe. I mean, what would honestly look cool is like back over here, but then it's in our walking path, and I don't know that that's a good idea. But like a shot like this is probably what I really want. Because then you could also like pull some stuff from playing back there. It would have a cool look to it. If you could truck it up a little bit and pitch it down, maybe something like that. But again, figuring out how to get the camera there is a trick. I could maybe post it up closer to the wall and put a longer lens on it. Maybe that would be an answer. But then I've got all of the second guitar player's gear and other things in the way, and I don't know that that's necessarily such a good thing either. Lots of things to think about. Maybe like we're here. Sir Gitfiddle, I don't know if you're still listening or not, but right before I started streaming, one of those vinyl things that we put up fell off the wall. I was just like listening here, about ready to hit the go stream button. I heard it go, and I was like, the fuck is that? Didn't think anything of it, got ready, heard it again. I was like, turned around and just saw it go and fell. So it's just like sitting on the floor there. So I think the heat from outside is softening up the material. I may have to like try and get some more intense washers or something to see if I can get it to behave better. So maybe something kind of like this. Yeah, on the windows. Like it just came down, like knocked into the floor lights. It was all bad. I think a shot like that is probably what I want, and I'll just rig the camera up right by the keyboard. Yeah, it sucked. It was stupid. I'm not thrilled about it. So I'm gonna have to figure out something to do to get that fixed up. And I'll probably need your help because it's too heavy for me to hold and tack at the same time, because that shit is balls heavy. Okay, now it's time for the second vocalist. Let's fly the camera over here. Truck it around. I do like, this is a shot that's actually fairly easy to replicate in the visualizer. And truck it over a little bit. Dude, if like the framing was like that, that'd be ideal right about there. Like that's a great shot. You're pretty free this week? I work most days except for tomorrow. So if you wanted to come over tomorrow, we could figure it out. I'm also fully set up to work on music again finally, so we could do shit. If you're not free tomorrow, or if you're not busy tomorrow, that is. I think that's a pretty good can do. Can do! Yeah, just let me know what time, whenever. The dead white eyes. Look at those dead white eyes. Okay, so let's do, guitar. No, I'll call this Voc's too tight. I'll call it Vocal too tight. Just to keep things consistent. I didn't even know I could do all of these camera positions until today. I like just learned that this was a possibility. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. But it's going to be cool for visualizing lights that I can kind of check what they look like in all of the cameras now. Or at least a facsimile of all the cameras. This shot is one that I really need to like get super dialed when I do this for real, like, because I want it to be like that, I think. I'm pretty close to what the actual shot looks like there. That's pretty decent. Microphone's in slightly the wrong spot, but I could even maybe bring it over a little bit and do something kind of like that. I think this one makes sense to have it be pretty centered up, because if I'm off frame, you just get a lot of wall. So something right about like there is probably really good. It's a stupid amount of keyboards. I have problems. Keyboard overhead. I think that's pretty good right there. Okay, now it's time for my guitar close shot, which I've got to kind of figure out how I want to do this, because it needs to be like right up in there. And this is a trick in real life too, because I fit it right between these two keyboards. So that's actually a pretty good idea of what it really looks like. I think that looks pretty freaking similar. That's not so bad. Guitar tight. This has clearly been a good waste of hundreds of hours of my life playing with all of this stupid visualizer shit. Okay, drummer shot. I think I have something stored for this. I have a basic of it. So let's see if I can get something that looks a little bit more close to real life. Oh, no, don't do that. Gotta be careful about the way it tracks off to another computer. It's getting pretty close. I can see the roads there. He's right about there in frame. Can I really not go in further? Okay, reposition it. Something about right about there looks about like the real life shot. That's looking pretty close, I think. So we'll save this as drum wide, even though it's not really a wide, it's more like a drum mid. Drum mid. That'll be 12. I want to go rename all of these, but it's a lot of work to rename them all. Well, no, I can just rename the main camera shots. We'll do that next. Okay, next up is drum overhead. Let's match that. That should be pretty easy. Pull back. Can I just go back? Okay. So weird how it feels backwards sometimes, but not other times. I don't quite fully understand it yet. This shot is completely turned around, but should it be? Is it better this way? I'm trying to think about what makes more sense. I don't actually know what makes more sense. Like, which one is more, I don't want to say technically correct, because that's certainly not true of anything, but I'm more so mean like which one is the one that's going to feel less awkward. I'm not entirely sure actually which one's going to be the one that feels less awkward. There's probably a reason I picked the one that I did. Although this would make the most sense from not breaking the line, right? Like this is the way that makes more sense. This way doesn't cross the line because we're always looking this direction, not turning around. I'm not actually sure about this. Position. Right now I am rotating it. So if I turn it around, it's this way. Does that actually make more sense? I think it does. I don't know why I never thought about that before, but I think this way makes more sense. Because it keeps that line of the way we've been looking at the room. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Drummers like the original way, everyone else doesn't care. Yeah. I think from a like film making perspective, maybe this is the one that makes the most sense. I don't know why that just clipped. That was weird. Just because like this is kind of directionally the same. I think let's go with this. The other one's kind of cool though, because the other one you kind of get that cool like the drummer's hot seat. Kind of getting to see it from the drummer's perspective. If I could, let me store this real fast. Call this drum overhead. Because like in a perfect world, having more cameras, obviously, because that's always the thing to do. I would much rather be able to do like, let's see if I can get this to position right. I think I would almost rather like an over the shoulder shot. I think that would be really cool. Practically though, that would be really, really hard to rig up. Like in real life, that'd be hard to pull off, and I think it would be more interesting to be able to see him pull off the fills. I do kind of like seeing it from behind the drummer. I don't know why my wireless thing is like dropping connection on me. It's weird. But it's weird that when it does it, it seems like it's also clipping. Huh, weird. I don't know. Let's see here. Also, I just noticed that like this dude is like not below the drum throne. From this perspective, it looks ugly. His legs poking through it. But I don't think I can drop the drum throne independent of the rest of the kit, so I'm not gonna stress it. I do kind of like this view. It's cool to see it from the drummer's perspective, even if it's maybe not technically correct. So I'm gonna continue doing it that way for the time being. We'll rotate it around. And we will update that. It's more fun. It's more fun to see like the drummer playing kind of thing, I think. Okay, so now I have my shot list. I still don't know about this keyboard shot. This is like one of the things that I'm still just not sure of, because I think maybe like coming up and pitched down is a better shot, but it's gonna look ugly with the camera sitting here. Unless I got a camera, unless I put it back over here with a lens that shot a little longer, which is probably the way to do it. I just need to figure out how I'm going to rig that up with the other keyboards. That's the tricky part there. Okay. One last shot to do. And this is another kind of pseudo cross the line shot, I guess, but this is going to be tricky to rig up. Right about here maybe. And this is another one that like it needs to have a super wide angle lens, and also something to keep it from being too much like the other overhead shot, because I think what you'd want is to bring it lower And over here, truck it forward and rotate it so that it's really focused on these other keyboards over here. Something kind of like that, I think, is the... because we're trying to match this shot here and get something a little better. It's something for when I'm actually playing the roads. But I mean, with the shot the way it is, if it's wide, like if I have the wider angle on the lens, I can get some kind of cool guitar-esque stuff out of it too. So that's gonna not work so well in the visualizer because of these walls, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's one of those things you just got to deal with the visualizer. It can only do so much. It's honestly probably just insane that I've been able to get as much as close as I can. But something like that would still give me... obviously, once you throw the wide angle lens on it, you get something a little bit more interesting. It's not very level. Maybe something like that right there. Okay, and with that, cameras are done. Now let's start working on color palettes. This is the part that I am actually here to do, and I am not looking forward to. So let's pull up our main shot. We're gonna blow this up, and now we can just go to Magic Q, and was it this one? Yep, there we go. And hopefully, this is gonna be kind of tough because like I probably need to make the visualizer smaller for this, which is unfortunate, but we'll just go, I'll go ahead and do that real fast. Is it this one? Is it dynamic 1 or is it dynamic 2? It's got to be dynamic 1. So if it's dynamic 1, that's, let's see here, let's go to, go back to the 3-up real quick so you can see what I'm doing here in vMix land. Actually, you know what, let's just go to vMix, which is number 2? Nope. vMix is number 3. That's weird that I did that. Okay, so let's change dynamic 1. Position, dynamic 1. So let's zoom it down to like 0.35 maybe. And then I'll just grab it and position it down in the corner. Oh, you know what? I'm doing the wrong input. Let's see here, minus 0.5, right? And minus 0.5. So let's leave that alone because that's fine. I meant to be editing this one, number 2. So let's look in here. It's dynamic 2 that we want to edit, dynamic 2. So we'll change this to 0.35. And does that mean I need to do math the other way? Is it like 0.65? If I could type 0.65 to get me over here. And down 0.65. Yeah, that gets me there. That way we can see the visualizer. We can see what we're doing. I think that's okay. You get that weird kind of doubling up of my camera because we're looking at it funny, but that gives you the idea what the full scene looks like. Okay. So we're coming over here. That's better. Now you can see a bit more of what I'm doing in Magic Q, even though it's still obscuring my playbacks, but we're not really going to be using playbacks much for this, so. It's always hard to figure out where I'm going to put the visualizer. It's easier when I'm using all 3 screens, actually. So let's see here. Let's start working on groups. I'm probably going to need like a notepad file. So you may not be able to see me do this, but I'm going to need to pull up a notepad file so I can keep track of which heads become part of which deals here. And because you can see here, if I go back to the full view here, we have fixtures. We got all of these to work with over here in the fixtures list. So I've got to figure out what's going to be what for a group. So first things first, I think let's go ahead and write all of this down. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of vMix and let's put audio 2 in here for a second so you can see my notes. Okay, so I wish I could just copy all of this. Floor par. Maybe this isn't the right way to do this. Maybe Google Sheets is the way to do this. I think Google Sheets is the way to do this. Let's go new, and we're gonna call this Camsys color groups. So first column here will be fixtures. So we've got floor par left one. I wish I could just copy this as a list. I bet you there's a way to copy it as a list. I guess like I could do it this way at the very least. I could just do something like this. I don't know that this is any faster than typing at all, but it's probably faster. It just takes so long. I wish I could highlight the range and copy them all. Okay. Back par. I'm sure that there is a better way to do all of this, but luckily, if I do it right, I only ever have to do this once. I think. At least that's the dream. Do it once. Okay, now we're into the fronts, and I may separate these out a little bit more just so I can visually see it a little better. Might separate it into like groups of lights. I wish I'd have done, well, I guess the way I numbered this makes sense, but I might do it slightly different for this purpose. I have too many lights. Here's where the supercut drops. Oh yeah, I only have to do that once. Oh, that's painfully true. Painfully true. Because we all know that I will end up doing this again someday. I'm not even going to try and pretend that's not true. Because, like, lights are kind of the worst in a way. Because, like, if I had a slightly different light rig, almost none of the programming I do, you know, like, you have to kind of rethink it and do it all in new ways. You can adapt it, but even that's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't think I need to worry about the party lights in this because those I'll do on a per cue basis. This is just going to be for palettes. I don't know if this is the right way to organize this or not. I may have wanted to do this the other direction, but that may be more confusing. I'm not sure. Nope, did that not copy? It did not. Also, left one. Did I somehow screw this up? I missed the right. There we go. I need to audit my list. Make sure I didn't screw all this up. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I see the problem. I'll probably, if you come over tomorrow, Eric will probably work on fixing that thing, maybe work on some music, and then Harris is supposed to be coming over on Sunday to finally finish up that whole thing. So maybe we'll quickly rebuild that set, because I've been waiting to rebuild all the instruments and everything till that's done, because I didn't want to like build out all the instruments and then tear it all apart just because, you know, now we're time to do that. Let's make this larger. Oh, it doesn't scale with it? That's interesting. I thought it was going to scale with it. I really wish that Google Sheets would get a freaking dark mode already. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, I don't know that this was the right way to do this, but so let's work on separating these out a little bit. I'll just give a single space between segments of lights. I could have just done this while I was copying it if I were smarter. Okay, and then I have all my wall bars. Front bars. These are weird backlights. I'll just keep all those together. Then I have wash lights. And blinders. And then movers. And then we're done and we can start building ideas for palettes. Okay, so now we have some separation. So we'll call this, we'll call it Duo 1-1 and Duo 1-2. I'll just color all of these so that I know, or so I can like kind of visually tell that they belong together. Oh, I did the wrong thing. I do that often. Okay, so then what I'll do is whichever group they end up in, they'll just get an X. So, I think we actually need all of these different things up to be able to do this, oddly enough. Let's go ahead and make this full screen, and I'm going to rearrange them. I'm not super thrilled with... Oh wait, but if I rearrange them, that's going to change... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about rearranging them. Screw it. Okay, so, first things first is let's dark all the lights. Just by clicking them off. So now we go down to just those because you can't, unfortunately, take all color information away from them. Since they're not color mixing lights. Kind of a bummer. I have no idea why my recording is clipping. That's super weird. It's not even close. Am I like gaining it up? Let me look at this real quick. Am I gaining it up here somewhere? No, there's no gain there. There's no gain there. Why in the world is that clipping when it's not clipping anywhere else? That's super strange. It's like 6 dB away from clipping, but yet for some reason the recording says it's clipping. Is there something in here that tells it to turn the gain up or something? I don't know. That's really weird. Hopefully my record isn't just like totally boned, because it looks fine other than that 1 meter being weird. These Focusrite interfaces are a pain in the ass. I feel like I need to just like bring the record level down 2 or 3 dB to keep it safe because they're so wildly unpredictable. So we'll see. Maybe this recording's boned. Okay, so color palettes. Let's start with floor pars. I think I'll do a simple thing first and just kind of do groups. So let's do we'll put those into soft one. Let's go pick some soft palettes here real quick. Execute grid, soft palettes. So let's do like red and cerulean because those look good together. And then now I should be able to get me out of here and get me into this so I can go to my color page and set those to soft palette 1. I guess I could also hard code them because we're just going to build this and test it. So we'll call soft 1 as 1. So these are all going to be part of this. I'm almost kind of thinking for the first duo look, what would be kind of cool is if like almost everything was a single color except for the performers so that they stuck out. I think that's kind of a cool idea. So let's build a look that's kind of based off of that and see how it looks. So I want to do the hair light pars, and we'll do those in soft 1 as well so that I have the rim light of the room popping me off of everything. Go back to my groups. Let's do the wall pars also in soft 1. Let's do all of the backwash lights, which are... let's do all the down lights in soft 1, I think. So the back pars are in soft 1. The walls are in soft 1. And then I also did all of these wash lights are going to be soft palette 1. So let's go find all of my wash lights. I don't know why that's there. I thought I got rid of that. Back wash lights. There we go. Soft 1. So we got all of this red going on. And then let's do all of the movers. Actually, maybe the movers should also be separate. No. Well, let's see what it looks like to just put the movers. Just grab both groups and put them into red. Because this is going to look kind of cool having everything dark except for that. Let's put the blinders in red. So it picks him as well as the Tetra bars. Let's put those into red. Oops, I didn't mean to go red. I meant to go soft 1. Okay. And then... what am I missing? So there's my blinders. So I haven't done those. Also, why is that here? This is supposed to be here. These lights I'm not quite sure what to do with. They could all go in red, but these could also, since they're like performers, they could go into the other color. Let's find out what they look like if we do that. Is there anything that I'm missing for red yet? I think maybe some of the front lighting will be in red. So let's take a look. What if we did like the front pars? Is it this one is it the 2s that hit the face? Let's find out. Color. Yep. So those are not the ones that I want, I don't think. No, those are the ones that I want. Let's do those in red. And then we'll do so these ones 2 are going to be in red. And then the number 1s we'll put into, this will be the first one we're going to see in soft 2. It's where okay. I think it did. It's just lightly doing it. Let's look and see. Is that light actually turned on and working? Yep, it is. It's maybe just not aimed the best for this guitar. Maybe I should re-aim that real fast. Right 1, so 2 is the one that should be hitting the guitar. Let's spin that around. Okay, so there, oh, that's the face one. This is the one for the guitar. Where is it hitting? Okay, it's just light. It's just hard to tell, but it's there. Let's not do that. So let's go ahead and go back to full. And then now we'll get the front wash lights. So those look cool being in 2. Let's get the front wash lights. Front wash lights. Let's throw that into... yeah, there we go. And then let's go to the drum lights. We got a lot of drum lights to work with now. I'm forgetting that. And I got to decide what I'm going to put those in. So let's go take a look at some of them and see what they do. What happens if we put them all blue? If we go all blue, let's find out. It's kind of cool. I think it gives a nice contrast because everything else is so red, having it be full blue like that. I think that's pretty cool. So we'll go to these drum lights and we'll put them all in 2. So those are all going to be blue, and then I've got to go, once I'm done with this, I've got to go actually build the groups. It's going to be a huge pain in the ass. So I think that's all of the main lights, right? The front wash lights needed to be in color 2. And then the blinder movers are also in red. So the only thing I'm missing now are all of the overhead lights and the new lights. I gotta decide if I want to do those in blue. Let's just try it all at once and see what it does. So if I grab all of the down lights and throw all of the down lights into 2. Yeah, I think that's cool. It gives a nice like visual separation, and you get this like right here, you get this really cool RGB shadowing kind of thing. Or, you know, that 80s retro-y thing, and I think that'll happen in real life too. So that could create some cool split toning. And then we got the backlights. So let's real quick, all of these, these are all going to be color 2. I kind of think that the backlights, the game backlights might be red, but I'm not sure yet. Let's take a look at them. Do I not have a group for these yet? I might not. Oh, game backlight, there we go. Ooh, actually having those, actually maybe what we do with these ones is we split them. Maybe that's the answer, is to split them. Yeah. No, I think it's actually cool having them back like that. I think that's cool. So those are all going to be soft too as well. Okay. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's give myself a little visual. Okay. I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's all of the fixtures now, right? I think they all have DMX information going. Also, what is this? What's happening here with my curtains? Why are they broken? I got moved somehow. I don't quite know how that happened. Okay, that should be good now. Yeah, that looks better, I think. Let's go take a look. Yeah, that's fine. What does it look like on the ground? I think it extends down beyond the ground anyway, so I think it's fine. What's clear selection? I need to learn that. Deselect, escape. I gotta remember that because I'm always forgetting that deselect button. Okay, so I think this is pretty cool, and let's look at the programmer here. Select everything, programmer. Although it's not using my palettes, so I don't want to use this right now because I did soft palettes, so I need to build my groups now. So now here comes the really long and arduous part. Ugh. So 1-1, floor par, all floor pars, back pars, yes, wall pars, all red, well, all color 1. The front pars, we want 2, and then now I don't do anything again until, oh damn, these aren't, oh wait, no, they are, front par, game, Okay, so these are in order. That's really cool. So these are all in color 2. So now I go down to drum wash. Drum wash, ceiling wash, ceiling wash. Wall wash, but not the front washes. Where'd my music go? Then I got my blinders, got my floor movers. I don't know why it's been being weird about the music, like it's taken a while to transition tracks sometimes. And then the Pixam, so that should be everything. And it's all in order, so this is a much easier way to do this than I had originally anticipated. So groups, let's build some of these groups. I really wish they were higher up. I wish they weren't so low. I'm only planning on making a few though, so maybe I will put them like right up here. It'll just be so much faster if I can do a 1-1. So much faster if I can grab them up here quickly and not have to scroll down every time I want to build color palettes. So let's clear that out. I'm going to move this for the moment because I don't really know what I'm doing with this group. A lot of these groups are from a while ago. I don't know if I really want to keep them or not. And I've got more groups. I don't know. Okay. If I use this block over here for all of my my palettes like this, I think that's a good way to do this. So now I need to build the other side. So we go back to heads and we start at front par left 1, which is here. Front par right 1. And then I need to get all of the game backlights and drum lights, all of the overheads, and then front washes, and that's it, right? Okay, so this is my second group. So this is now duo 1-2. So let's see if this works. So I should be able to go to 1-1, go to color, and set it to be like yellow. And 1-2 and set it to be like magenta. And just like that, I can quickly build much more complex looks. Bum, 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 bum. I may want to do a version of this that uses white for the front wash though. I could see that being a thing. So let's try some color combinations here and see if we can find something cool. That's pretty cool. Just want to build some palettes here. I have some like more muted palette colors now too, and that's going to be kind of fun to work with. I like the light cerulean against like pale red maybe. It's hard to say. This is the kind of thing that like I'm gonna have to kind of get a little bit close and see how it looks when I get back to real life, because it's gonna be kind of hard to tell. Do that natural blue. That's a cool look. Yeah, I think that's a cool one. So let's start building some color palettes, because this is where things are going to get dicey here for a minute. So I think all of this stuff here needs to just go away now, because none of it has enough. Is this just using soft palettes? Is that what that's doing? Or is it just using the colors that I currently have loaded up? These must be pulling soft palettes. Okay, first things first, let's do some organizing. So let's move this soft palette stuff up here. want to have some room to grow more colors. So I think I'll use the last 4 columns there for all of this stuff. Oh, I already had a color off, huh? Apparently I'm not selected on everything though. Yeah, and that doesn't have my old ones. But I do need to just update that. So I'm gonna remove this color off and update the other one. So let's grab everything and go to color and like just do that. And then I need the Tetra bars. Are they the ones that have amber on them? Yep, they're the ones that have amber. Okay, so now we can grab all, and we can update the color off palette. We can quickly change them all. Bing, 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 bing. So I'm gonna wait to start actually building looks. I'm gonna build a bunch of these before I start building. Well, let's organize a bit. I don't think this is actually a thing. I don't think this has anything in it. I think it's just... I think I just had this here for organization purposes. It's even in here. It's just got some red. I don't think it actually did anything. I think this can go away. Put everything in yellow real quick. It's not... Am I not selected on everything? No, I'm on Duo 1-1. Okay. Yeah, I think this production palette can go away. I think all of these... Oh, wait. I use these for the simple stream. That's what these are for. I remember now. Let's move them up here. It's hard to see them like this. Let's go grab everything and actually be able to see what we're doing. Yeah, I remember what these are for now. I think these are for the simplified stream, like if I want to do something without going crazy. Desk 1, Desk 2, Desk 3. Am I still using those anywhere? I don't think I am. I think that can go away, and I think these palettes here can go away too, the Tetris and the Blue Harvest. Like, these are kind of cool looks, maybe I can reference them. Actually, yeah, you know, I should use these, and I should just add the new lights to them, because these are actually pretty cool looks. So we'll leave these here for the moment. The Tri-Soft, I think, can go away. And whatever these are, I think these are something I was using for... I don't think they're in the execute grid or anything like that, so let's get rid of them. Move those palettes. And then the rest of this stuff is all execute grid stuff for the other lights, which I don't think I'm actually going to ever use these this way. I think I'm always going to use the execute grid. Go to layer 1. Come on. I think I'll always use the execute grid to pull off stuff. So let's remove that UV palette. It's one that just comes with it when you build lights in. A lot of them come with a UV, and I don't have any UV lights, so I don't really care. This Tri-Soft, I think, can go away. Let's do this, though. Let's save this as 2023 0529 so that I don't... Now I can at least always revert back if I need to. I don't know that I need any of these. Oh wait, these are my groups. Okay, never mind, I take it back. So let's work on color. Organizing all this crap is just so freaking difficult. Let's move all this down here because I know I don't need it. I don't need to access it. So that can come live down here. That's really weird. 10,000 or 1,024 pallets. Why? Why not 1,000? Why not 2,000? Like, why 1024? That's weird. Whatever. I don't care. So up here we'll start building our looks. And I think I'll try and build it the way I thought before. I'll do it in like... I'll organize it by color type. So let's kind of begin that process. I'm going to move these out of the way for the moment. So we're going to copy all of... What's the way to do this? I think the simplest way is to just do it like this. We'll give it 3 rows per color. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's also a tricky thing. I need like linked palettes. No, I don't. No, I don't. They're going to use white. Also, let's unlink this palette. Unlink that palette. Okay, so now I have that. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about that wrong. We'll be fine. So death. Okay, so we actually want to copy this because I'm not actually going to use this ever. This is just like a organizational structure. 1, 2, 3 rows of white leaning palettes. I could see myself wanting to have a lot of color options. So let's see here, Tetris. I would say that this is a blue leaning palette, and Blue Harvest I would say is an orange leaning palette. I'm gonna go ahead and move this up by orange for the moment. Tetris can come way down here because I'm gonna say that's a blue leaning palette. Did I already do Amber? I did already do Amber. Delay that request. So that way I get 3 rows. Because I don't really want to waste space. So I'll use the row that it's actually on. That's fine. Lime. That did not work. I didn't want to set them all to be that. So we'll go with this for now. We'll see how this works out. Oh, do I actually want to break it up and use these as well? Am I really going to build that many color palettes? I could see myself doing it, but I also could see it being a giant waste of my time and not really be important. Like, this will probably get me more than enough. It's just, then I don't know when I have desaturated stuff or if I'm looking for it. I still don't know why my shit's like glitching, and I don't know why. I'm starting to think maybe I should pull the output lines out of the matrices and just run them hard. I'm starting to think it's a bad idea to do it through the matrix. It's just like one more thing to be problematic, and it sure seems like it's weird because if I do this, it doesn't ever seem to glitch, but maybe it's just that like out of the corner of my eye it feels like it, but it sure feels like it's like dropping frames. Yeah, like right there I saw it glitch. I think I gotta pull those out of the matrix. That kind of sucks, but oh well, it's not a big deal. Except for that one, I can just hard patch the line, and then I have a spare line headed into the server room. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have any deadlines. That bothers me. Come on. Grab them all. Do I want to add spots for all of these? No. I think it's a stupid thing to do. It's too many. I could sit here and I could make 400,000 color palettes and it would just be a waste of time. I think what I'm going to build here is probably already going to be more than enough. I do think I'm going to use the desaturated colors a bit more often, but we'll see. I'm not sure yet. It'll be a lot easier to place stuff though as I put tags on them. So let's go tag the ones that I have. That way I can kind of get a feel for it. So this is like, I feel like it's blue leaning with yellow. So that's what I'm gonna, so I want colors, mixed colors? Nope. Up folder. I don't like this system at all. Split colors. Like the fact that they have them like just wildly disorganized kind of pisses me off, to be honest. Is this not it? Okay, split colors. Like, see what I mean? Like, I've got to go dig around. Like, how are these not organized? There's a very specific organizational structure they should have, and it kind of bugs me that they don't. So this is blue with yellow kind of being the secondary color. I want to find blue on the left, yellow on the right. That one. Which means that it'll probably land like up here somewhere. Because in my mind, like, it should mirror the way I'm doing it, like going through so that, you know, if you need a blue, you scroll a certain, yeah. It kind of pisses me off that it's not organized like that. And it's kind of a pain to try and go reorganize. So this is like orange, and I would say magenta is its strong second color, but it's got a lot of cyan in it too. So I'm going to say some of these lights though, actually, this is probably supposed to all be blues. It's probably only not because they're new lights. And I need to check that on this one too, because actually this is probably not supposed to have the magenta pink that it has. So I need to include that and override it. Let's do this one first, it'll be easier. So, new lights. New lights are all of the down lights. Which, what color am I using? Am I using hard values and not palettes? Why am I not using palettes? Please, dear God, don't tell me I did it that way. Because like if I give this a color like orange, and I look in the program, it should say orange, right? Why is it showing simple view? Okay, cool. I want to see palettes. That's what I want to see. So then the game backlights are all this, and they should probably be the cerulean, I think is what that's using. Man, this sucks that I can't tell what colors they're using. I gotta kind of sort of guess. I guess there is a way I can tell, isn't there? Well, I can visually see right there that they're the same. But I can also go into the programmer and look at the advanced view and see that 255, 82, 0. Oh, those are orange. Which ones are in the blue color? The wall bars are 255, 80, oh, 179 and 255. And if I go look at the new ones, where are they? 182 and 255. They're close. Close enough. I should probably rebuild all of these, but I kind of like this look, so I'm gonna update it. Grab all, and let's go back to my color, and let's update that. So now if I look at this, if I view palette, it should show me all the values, but why are these ones not palettes? Why are they hard values? That kind of sucks. Is it not using the palettes properly? Alright, I'm going to assume that I did this wrong when I built it the first time, and we're just going to rebuild this look because it's not that complex of a look, I guess. But I do like it. I could use this as a template for building a look. Yeah, we'll use this as my template for Tutu. So let's go over to Tutu. Duo 2-1. Duo 2-2. Okay, so let's ooh, good track. Also, we can make these smaller. These don't need to be that big. So we're gonna have a lot of them. So let's tighten that up a little bit. So why didn't I like finish out what I was doing here? Actually, maybe it's better if those are clear. And then give them a bottom. There we go. That looks a little better. And then I was going to separate these out. Let's separate those out. This was a track I covered a long time ago, and I kind of want to redo it because I think I could do a much better job now. That Moog bass would just be... Oh, I could just imagine playing with that filter. Like, that just sounds like fun. Did I really just do that? I'm so stupid. Okay, there we go. So let's look at this now and see if we can figure out what's what. It'll be a little tricky to look at them and just kind of look, but I can kind of start working. If we call, we'll call color 1 the orange and color 2 the cerulean. So we've got the, so this is orange. I'm just going to type this out so I don't forget. Orange. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. This will help me. Let's do insert a row above. Temp colors. We'll give this like a pretty obvious little break from everything. And then let's do this. Let's freeze. If I could remember how to do this, freeze up to row 2. That way I can still see those. So we're gonna make our temp colors be orange and cerulean. It's weird that it's like putting a color down below it. That's odd. I don't know why it's got this like in between. Is that just like what I'm selected on? No. I don't know why it's doing that. Can I undo those resizes? Okay. Don't hit enter. It does weird things. So the floor pars, the inside ones are orange, the outside ones are cerulean. Back pars are orange. Wall pars, let's swing around and take a look because I can't quite tell on that side. It'll be easier to see on this side. So 1 and 4 are cerulean. And then the rest are orange. It's kind of a cool little mix up. And then let's go look at the fronts. The fronts are, the pars are all ceruleans. And then the washes, the front washes are orange. Also, I need to freeze this again. This stuff I made all orange, right? I think. Let's just take a look at them. It's easier sometimes to just take a look at them. Okay, so all of the downlights are all orange. And then I think the drum lights, are they also orange? It looks like they are. Also, I have 2 lights that are still purple. Those are drum lights, which should not be like that. So let's change that real quick, just so I can see it. So I think the drum lights are all cerulean. Drum light, drum light, drum light. Where the fuck are you? Also, does that like separate him out a little bit? Because he's a different color than we are. I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so then the drum lights are all going to be cerulean. And some of this is probably subject to change. I should probably boot up real cameras. But I don't know. Drum wash is orange. Ceiling washes are cerulean. Wall washes are cerulean. Blinders are orange. Movers are all orange, I think. Which is kind of unsurprising. I tend to like to not mix up those colors much. And then these are all blue. Oops. Okay, is that everything? I think that's everything. Let's go build groups. Huzzah! Yeah, I'm really bummed out that What's up, Turtle? How you doing? How have you been doing lately? It's good to see you. Freaking metal track. Okay, let's build these groups and take a look at what it looks like with some slightly different mixes. So let's do color 1 first. So we want to get floor pars 3, 4, 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 3. And then we're getting back pars left and right. Wall pars are 2 and 3. Front pars are all cerulean. That stuff's all cerulean. Then we get to the base over, and that's all orange. Last day tomorrow at the current job. Nice. Are you getting pretty excited? I gotta imagine it's probably like a little bit anxious, but probably exciting. Drum wash gets orange, and then front washes get orange. Dude. I'm excited for you. That's really cool that you're getting that going. I think you're making the right move. I can definitely, those are orange too. Understand, switching jobs sucks, but, yeah, that frame skip, it looks like every, like, I can't tell how often it is. It doesn't seem like a wrong frame rate thing, but maybe it is. I can't tell, but something's definitely goofy with the way that, like, it's lagging, and I think it's the Matrix having a problem. That's a bummer. I was really hoping that was gonna work. Start the new one next Monday, very nice. Yeah, so sorry about the glitchy movement. I'll get that fixed by the next stream. That's just gonna bug me. So this is Duo 2-1. Oops. Now we need to go grab the other heads. So now let's go back through our list. We got 1 and 2 of these. Hopefully, I know a new job is always kind of stressful for a while, but hopefully you get through kind of the initial stress pretty quickly. 1 and 4, 4 and 1 for wall pars. And then front pars are all. The game backlights are all cerulean. And then ceiling and wall washes. And is that it? That's it for color 2. Duo 2-2. This was a good plan. I didn't know that this was going to work so well, but let's take a look at what it does here. Let's go to our color page. We'll go like green and like the lime haze because I can kind of mix stuff up, or maybe cerulean. So it's pretty quick and easy. Green's a pretty overpowering color there, so let's go for like light cerulean for the main color. And then like pale orange. So we can kind of quickly rig up full new looks like this, which I'm pretty excited about. Because these look weird in the visualizer. Like it looks better to use like the normal colors, I think, because of the nature of the visualizer. Like this. But in camera, the desaturated colors look way better than the other ones do. So I think that's definitely the way to go. Man, that frame skip is just, it didn't seem like it was that bad when I first started, and now it seems like it's getting worse. I'm trying to watch it to see if I can see the frame lag happen, but yep, there was a big one. It lagged up for like a whole like 6 frames. Yeah, that's really bad. So I'm hoping that that's just a problem with the intensity inputs, and taking those out of the matrix will solve that problem. I gotta think that's the case. So we'll find that out tomorrow when I repatch. Kind of sucks to lose all that, but oh well, it is what it is. So now if we go back and we can update that queue that we built. So I'm going to go back and do, I don't think I'm missing any fixtures. I think I've got everything. I wish they would like give me a count of how many fixtures are in the programmer. But it just kind of shows me all of them. It doesn't give me a count. That'd be nice to know, like, you have 62 fixtures in the programmer. That way I could have like a confirmation that I have them all, you know what I mean? So let's kind of rebuild this look. We'll go back to orange and go back to cerulean, and that quickly gets that look back. And then we can go back over and update this palette, which is Blue Harvest. And I would say orange is the main color, with blue being the secondary. So since blue is the secondary, we'll move it kind of down. And being a linked palette, we should be able to view that, and it should be the other palette. So now if I go and update the orange or cerulean cues, it'll update the look, which is the whole reason for all this bullshit. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed about these. HDMI matrices. They're definitely not as good as like a Kumo or something, but I just couldn't justify. I hope that that's actually what it is, and it's not like an external card giving me grief. I'm pretty sure all of the. I didn't actually. You know what? Let's double check this real fast. Can I pull up the properties from here without changing it? I don't think I can. I can't do it without like you losing audio, so I don't really think that's worth doing. That's definitely a limitation of OBS that I don't care for. There's some things about it that are really awesome, and some things about it that just really suck. I guess I could put it into, no, I don't want to log out. Why is that button even right there? I could put it into, like, more professional mode here. Because now I should be able to do this without actually changing it. But, like, I don't have any telemetry, so as far as I know, you can't hear me. Yeah, so I don't know if you lost audio there or not. It's possible you did. OBS doesn't really give me a good view of whether or not that happened. Okay, so we've got our second round of palettes here. Or second look, I should say. Let's do 4 duo looks. Duo 3-1. Duo 3-2. And this should give me enough to work with to build any kind of color looks I want. And that came back anyways. So weird. So let's start picking some colors. Let's actually let's go like something a little bit more easy to tell. Ugh. Everything's weird. I swear, like no matter how many times I try and fix things, things get weird. Nothing works properly. It's so weird. I don't understand it. But I'm definitely hearing the clipping. I don't know why I shouldn't be hearing clipping. Oh, I'm hearing it. Interesting. I'm hearing it like before because I'm listening to it. No, I'm listening to the mix, so I should be hearing this. So like I should never be breaking this limiter right here. Check test 1, 2. Interesting. Okay. Let's go turn everything off. Let's clear it out. Color off. Turned all the lights off. So let's start building with the movers. Maybe this time I'll actually do some kind of like mixed up colors with the movers. I wonder if I do like an every other kind of thing, or maybe I do them in pairs. What do I want to do here? So let's pick some colors to work with. We'll do green and purple. Those kind of work well together. Actually, let's switch that around. Let's make purple kind of the lead color. And make green the secondary. Oh, and you know what? Before I forget, let's go give Blue Harvest a thing. Because it's orange with cerulean. So I want to go into split colors, and I want to find orange with a blue. That's perfect. And now when I use these in my cues, it'll make it so I can do more complex programming. That'll be good. All right. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. All right, let's dig back in. I gotta say, having the, I got a wireless pack for my headphones and not having to like unplug and actually get rid of everything. God, that frame skip is driving me fucking crazy. Gotta fix that. But being able to actually like unhook or not have to unhook everything just to go use the restroom is pretty nice. It's a nice change. Okay, so we got Blue Harvest saved. Let's do some stuff here with this. I wish that wasn't so bright, but let's go to the movers and start picking some stuff. So let's see here. We'll go to the ceiling gobos first. What if we do like an every other kind of thing? So let's go to the number 3s and we'll make those purple. These are always hard to tell. I wish I could artificially brighten these things up a little bit, but I don't know that I can. And then let's go to 2s, and we'll make these ones green. And 1s, we'll go purple again. And then the back ones will go to green again. And then let's do the floors. So the inside ones, I think maybe do the inverse. So floor movers on the inside should be green. And then on the outside, purple. Yeah. I wonder if I can brighten those up. Let's take a look at that real fast. Let's just go over to capture. I don't remember. Is that 2? Hey, there we go. Yeah, boy, that's really glitchy the way that works. I think I need to change the intensity card in. I think that's the answer. But we'll see. I don't know yet. So let's see. Let's go grab these moving headlights and see if we can artificially brighten them up a little bit. Let's see here. Invert pan. No. Intensity scale is 80%. Let's crank those up a little bit and see if we can get something out of them. Like, I know that in real life they are not as bright as I wish they were, but this will at least give me a somewhat better idea of what these things look like, because they get super washed out. So now we got a better idea of what that looks like. Let's go play with these a little bit. Let's go over 4 seconds and let's push some positions. That's a pretty cool look. I forget which position I was in. Was it this one? Yeah. I don't know that that's really the one I want to be testing with. I definitely don't want a blinder cue to be testing with, but X's are cool. Also, one thing that'll help is let's get these out of, let's put them into spotlight mode so I can see what they're doing a little bit better. That's maybe better. That's cool. That's a good position for kind of testing this stuff out. So let's go mark this out here. So movers. The insides are green. The outsides are purple. The back movers are green. These are purple, green, purple, and then purple, green, purple. Floor pars. Let's do something like this. Is clearly kind of a mixed up look a little bit. So let's ground that by making the floor pars all be a single color. I think. What if we throw those into purple? I'm starting to think, yeah, they make more sense to be that color, I think. Okay, so the floor pars are all going to be color 1. And then I need to go back to this so you can actually see everything I'm doing. I need to just get a movement thing to push through and test. Hopefully it's not just my camera. It could be the camera input. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I guess it could be that. The camera's not hitting the matrix at all, though. But, I could take a look at that. Maybe there's something weird with the frame rate on the camera or something. Okay. Back pars. Let's do those in... Well, let's pull them up and just test. That's the beauty of doing it this way, right? All back pars. What does this have in it? Oh, it's got the game back ones too. I think we can leave all that together. Green's cool. Yeah, I think green's the way to go here. Although I don't think they should all be that. I think the these ones should be purple. Or maybe one of each. No, I think purple's good for those. We'll go with purple there. So let's mark that out. These are all gonna be... Oh, those are drum lights. I need to check on those. So the game backlights are all gonna be purple. And then the back pars are green. Okay, wall pars we need to decide on. Do I want to do something stripy or do I want to do a solid color? Let's find out. Let's just grab them all real quick. Wall pars are here. What if we put all of those in green? That's kind of cool. I don't hate that. Like, I don't want it to be super repetitive in like how it's patterned out colors, but doing like an every other thing here would actually probably be kind of cool. Let's try it. So what if we do green, purple, green, purple? So can I do this? Can I just go odd? Just select the odd fixtures and do purple. That totally works. But it's the other way around, right, that I want? No, I think that's the way I want. So the first one is going to be purple. That's purple, green, purple, green, purple, green. No, that's green, purple. There we go. Green, purple, because it's inverse. One sec, sorry, I got a work thing. One sec, tomorrow afternoon, so... Okay, sorry, work, all that jazz. Always something going on. So sorry about that. Let's see here. Okay, so front pars. Now we got to start lighting people up. I think this is one. Well, I can make that decision on a per basis if I want to use white lights or something, because a lot of these I'll probably end up using generic white front lighting and not lighting up with colors. It's going to depend a lot on the mood of the track. So let's go ahead and do front pars. What if I put all of the front pars in green? So front pars into green. And the front wash into purple. Eric, are you still around? If so, what time are you thinking of coming over tomorrow? Because they're seeing if I can come do some work stuff later in the afternoon. And I want to make sure if you're going to come out that we have plenty of time. If you're not here, we'll figure it out. But maybe I'll say like... maybe 3:30. Earlier is cool, 9-ish? Yeah, 9-ish sounds good, and then like around 3 I can head towards Salem. That'll give us like 6 hours to work on stuff. That way we could get all that in. Okay, so I think I like this. We'll do front pars in green. And then I'll do the front wash in purple. This is good too, because this way I can let them know that got some stuff changing. Front wash is purple. Boy, I still have so many lights to go. Okay, so there's the basics of that. Now I need to pick a color for the drum wash. The overhead lights. I need to pick overhead light colors. Okay, drum wash. I think we're gonna split things up here a little bit, so I'm gonna do green, purple. No, let's do green. We'll do green for that. So the drum wash is gonna be green, and then the ceiling washes I'll probably do in purple. Let's take a look at that. So let's grab ceiling washes and put those into purple. And maybe even those will go into green. Well, no, I think purple. That's one of those things that, like, when I make a color palette, I may, like, single a couple lights out. I may, like, pick a different color to do that with. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, we'll go ahead and say that those are going to be purple. And then the wall washes, let's do in green, because we got purple on the so where's wall wash. We'll do that in green because that gives a nice contrast to what's going on. Did I never duplicate that light? I probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. Did I really not do that? I thought I did. Let me look at my fixtures here. And then let's put these in green, the wall washes. Fixtures, wall wash. Nope, I did not ever duplicate that. Dang. Duplicate. I want to offset it on the x-axis. That's not what I wanted to do. Where did it put it? Wall wash left 2. I'm going to leave it as the same deal. And then let's just do this. The easiest way to do this is going to be to go to... Actually, I'm going to undo that. No. So let's go to fixtures. Let's pick the other one. Wall wash left 2. Because this will give me... So let's look at the design of this. Where's the position? It's -6. Okay, so the Z position is actually what I want to change. So let's give the X position the same as the other one. It'll sit on top of it. And the Z position, let's go to like -4, maybe -3. I feel like I'm having a hard time seeing this bad boy. It's here somewhere. Let me move freely. Where is this thing? Is it like in a weird place? I'm having a hard time. Did I duplicate the wrong thing? Ugh, now it's not letting me move it properly. I hate it when it does this. Okay, so there you are. I feel like you're like rotated around or something. Let's see what's going on here. Z rotation, no. Y rotation should be 90 degrees, okay. So what's going on here? It's like, it's right there, but something's weird about it. Let's delete it. Let's try reduplicating this. Let's do this. Let's not offset it at all. Let's just reduplicate it right where it is. And then let's take a look at this item. Let's see here. It's in the tri-strips layer. So what if I like just start? Oh, I'm so dumb. I know what the problem is. What's up, Moosey? I just realized what the issue is. The issue is minus 1 foot 6 inches. The issue with it and why it's not doing anything is because it is currently unpatched. I bet it's unpatched. So I need to look at the patch for this. It's at 198, so 1.198. There we go. Just wasn't patched. So now they should duplicate each other like they do in real life. Let's go back to my wide view. Now I got that there, so that's a little bit closer to real life now. I saved that as a weird name. 2023 05 29. Yeah, it is good music for that. There's so many things that it's like I just make obvious stupid mistakes. Can I add this to a group from here? Doesn't look like I can. Groups. Fixture groups. Tri-strips. I didn't want to do that. Delete that. I wanted to add this fixture. How do I add a fixture? Let's go tri-strips. Do I do it here? No. So how do I do this? It's been a long time since I did this. Selected items. Layer is tri-strips. There must be a thing for groups. There it is. Groups. Can I not add it to a group? How do I do? How do I add it to the group? There's got to be an easy way to add this to a group that I'm just like being stupid about. Fixture groups, tri-strips. I don't want to add a new thing. I want to add a light to this group, and I don't see a way to do it. Update. Nope. I don't know. I don't remember how to add stuff to groups. This is dumb. I would have thought that oh, you know what? Can I just like... Why can't I double click in here and type? I thought I could just do that like I can with everything else. Is something locked, preventing me from doing this? Filters... I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter for now. I don't know why I can't figure this out. Unit. I don't know what unit does. There's got to be a real simple way to add stuff to groups, and I'm just like being dumb. It's probably from here like maybe you just type in the group number here, but I can't seem to get it to do anything for me. I don't want to unpatch it. I want to find its properties. Like the other one, it just says what group it is, but it won't let me choose it. Oh well. We're going to move on from that. I'm stuck on it, so I'm going to say I don't care. So that's my wall washes. Did I write those down as being green? I did. Blinders. Green seems to be the obvious color. Color 2 seems to be the obvious one for blinders. Probably same with the moving blinders. I think those will be green as well. Maybe. Boy, it really changes a lot. It has more contrast with color 2, I think. So we'll set all of these as green. And then what do I have left? I just have the downlights left, right? Yeah. And the drum lights. The drum lights, how do I want to do that? Let's take a look, because I feel like this is going to be tricky. Because I don't think, let's just look at it, all of it in one color. If we go like all green, it definitely doesn't have enough contrast, so we need to split that up. So let's turn the drum lights color off so we can start over. I think what we want to do is go like 1 and 2 like this, like cross them. So like left 1 and right 2 do as a color, and then do the opposite. We'll go 2. Oh, I did the wrong things there. So I want to do drum light left 1 and right 2. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And then we'll do drum light left 2 and right 1 in purple. That way the drummer gets some contrast. So left 1 and right 2. We're green, right? And then left 2 and right 1 are purple. Something looks weird. So the game backlights should all be purple. And then these should be like every other. So why does it look like there's one more than there should be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of these has got to be wrong. No, wait, no, that's right, because of the way they cross pattern. Okay, I get it. Let me put this in my calendar real fast, because I do not want to forget that I just committed to being at Salem at 3:30 tomorrow. Kind of hope I don't work Wednesday now. It'd be nice to have one day off. Okay, downlights. What if I just do them all in one color? What does that look like? Let's grab all the downlights. Put them all in green. No, they need to be every other. So we'll do like purple, green, purple, green, purple, green. Purple, green, purple, green. Yeah, that looks good. I think that's a good, that looks like a good setup now. Okay, let me get this built in as groups and then I'm probably done for the night. I'm getting late and I need to address this camera problem and see if I can solve it. I'm kind of bummed out that I might have to do this in a way that I didn't want to do it, but that's okay. I'll just hard patch it and pull a slot out of the matrix. That's fine. So let's build these duo palettes and then maybe we'll come back and do some more of this tomorrow if I have some time. Hopefully I don't have to work Wednesday and then I can really have some time. Okay, clear out the programmer. Let's start going through heads. So we've got to get all the floor pars. Right? Back pars, no. Now I want to get it wall pars 1, 3, 3, and 1. 1, 3, 3, and 1. Front pars are all color 2. So now this is where things get tricky. We want game back left 1. Game back left 2. Drum light left 2. Game back right 2. And then drum light right 1. Game back right 1. Okay. Bass over right, so we just go every other one here. Drum wash. And then front washes. After the front washes, we want to get floor movers left one and right one. And then for ceiling movers, left one. So we got 1 and 3. Okay, 1 and 3. Okay, and that's it. The rest of them are color 2. So let's go build our palette. So this is Duo 3-1. So now we're going to start on back pars. Then we want 2 and 4 for wall pars. No front par. No, wait, the front pars are all this color. So then I want drumlight left 1 and right 2. Next things to go green are going to be the every others here. So left, far. Ceiling and wall washes. Blinders. Okay, and then floor movers 2. And then the back movers. And then number 2. And the Pixan. There's my second group. So this should be Duo 3-2. And hopefully I'm not forgetting something super obvious. If I look at these, let's see here. If I just grab all, my all group has 58 fixtures. So in theory, these should add up to 58. 40 and 18. Let's just grab a calculator because I don't trust myself. I know 40 and 18 does. That's 58, obviously. What about 24 and 34 is 58? That's a good sign. 30 plus 28 is also 58. So far, we're looking good. So far, we're looking good. Boy, I hope that's not the case. That'd be really bad if that's what's causing my glitching problem. I gotta slowly work through this and figure out where the issue is. This is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. I think it's the intensity line out, but we'll find out, because I bet you if the intensity is pushing 2997, it's something that it just doesn't like. Okay, so let's go check a couple color palettes with this then and see what it looks like. We're gonna set color 1 to be like red and color 2 to be blue. That's pretty freaking cool. Let's maximize that. I think that looks pretty damn cool right there. Let's look at some of our shots, because I forgot we could do that. It would be cool if I could move those out, so I'm going to do that real quick. I'm just going to move it up here temporarily. Since you can see that, I think that's okay for now. And now we can kind of test and see what some of our camera positions look like. So we got our main, and some left. Guitar shot looks cool. Vocal tight shot looks really cool. The only thing I don't like about this direction for this shot is that it's the same as the other one I have for mine. I don't know that it would make any sense to do the shot this way though. Like, that's a cool shot, but it's so close to what the base vocal shot is that I don't think it's good. It would be cool if you could have like a downward facing shot. I always kind of like this this shot right here, but I don't have a good way of capturing that live. That would be a really hard angle to get live. It would be a cool shot though. Something like really close up like that. That's one that man, BLC is just really struggling to skip tracks lately. Well, I think that this is probably the better shot for now. Boy, VLC is just really struggling. Do I still have it open? Why can't I get Windows? There we go. Did it die? It's playing, but I hear nothing. That's weird. Okay. It just stopped. SPDIF interface. That's weird. Let's try rebooting VLC. Things do weird things. Nope. It's just not working. Why is it not working? That's a good question. SPDIF interface. It's just not coming in now for no reason. Well, if you were wondering what my life is like, this is what my life is like. What if I change this to a different audio device and then come back? No? Nothing? Okay. Why? It's so interesting to me how things like they'll work and then just out of nowhere stop working. No reason. Like this thing ran for months. And now for no reason. Doesn't want to work. Very weird. Huh. Let's go look in the sound settings. I don't really need input, so I don't know why that's... Is there a utility for this interface that can get muted? I think there is, but I don't think I have it downloaded. Very strange. Well, I guess we don't get music for now then, huh? But it shows that it's playing. Nope, nothing. Let's turn that off. I don't think it's going to do anything. Whatever. I guess music is dead. Maybe that's a good sign to go ahead and call it a day. I got to reboot this thing. I'm going to try rebooting it real fast and see if it comes back, but what a pain. Okay, so let's see here. I wanted to see what a couple different color palettes look like with this just to kind of get a feel for it. What if we do like blue with a green accent? That looks pretty cool. What's the main shot look like? Oh yeah, definitely get some cool color palettes that way. I also don't think I have the gate set quite right on this microphone yet, but I'm working on it. Also, I can do things where I have like blues mixed with blues to get some kind of nice moody coloring. Or we could do like red and an orange for like a cool red mix look. I think that's cool. Or you could even move it to like amber if you wanted some more contrast. Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, I guess that's as well, let's remote back in. I wonder if it's rebooted yet. No, it hasn't. All right. That's as good a way as any, I guess, to go ahead and say, let's call this a day. I'll go ahead and just shut this down. Which one is that? Is that 2? I think it's 2. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I'll try and be back maybe tomorrow evening, maybe Wednesday evening. I don't know. We'll see how things go, but I'll definitely be back doing more of this here in the very near future. Take it easy.